Morning guys. Right, this morning I've got a transit van over at Eyemouth, which is up north on the Scottish borders, well, across the Scottish borders. So yeah, his brakes are grinding, so yeah, let's get on up there and get them fixed. Right then guys, here we are. We're on scene there now, right on the A1. Lovely up here. So yeah, let's get this, get these wheels off and we'll see which brakes is metal to metal. Right then, so I'm underneath there now, and it's the driver's side rear. See that? Metal to metal. So yeah, let's get it. Let's get the bugger stripped off. Right, we'll do the passenger side first, the side that hasn't gone metal to metal. This side has the sensor, so yeah, we'll do this. Get this wheel off, get this side done first. Right, that's the caliper bolts out. Sensor wiring, pad. So we'll get the carrier off now, ring of bolts, shaft out, then we'll blast that disc off. Right then, that's the carrier off, and the sliders are nice and free, so that's good. The caliper arm isn't seized forward, so that's good, and the pads on this side are actually good. So it's looking like it's probably a caliper issue on the other side, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay. Go. Get the shaft out now. Okay. Bit of releasing spray around that disc. We'll spin it and get that taken off. Right, we'll break that disc away. That's it. Broken away there now. Bit of spray around, then we'll spin that round so that lug comes into the slot here. Pull her off. Okay, so that's the disc spun. And that's it off. Okay, so that's the new brake disc, and the thick boss side there, that faces the outside. Right, so the disc's in place. Just going to brake cleaner it off there. Make sure there's no preservative oil on it. There we go. It's nice and clean there now. What we'll do though, pay particular attention to the O-ring on the half shaft. See that O-ring in there? Got to make sure that's in good nick. Otherwise, you'll end up with an oil leak from the axle. Okay, so the half shaft's back in. Most importantly, I have tightened the half shaft retaining bolts, and I've also marked them so that I know I've tightened them. Over the years I've seen so many people fit brake discs, do what they got to do, put the caliper on, put the wheel on, and forget to tighten these. Same on the front as well. The front's the same, you've got bolts to retain the discs on, and it happens so often they get left slack, so mark them and then you know they're done. Okay, so I've copper slipped these slider bolts. Get that put back on now. So that's the piston marked on the caliper in relation to the body, so we can wind that back now. So with the tool there, that's the piston wound back. So we know that that slot will drop into the new pad on the inside there now. So there's the new pads, and you can see that one has 2 lugs. That one has the cutout for the sensor there where my thumb is, and it also has a pip in the middle. So that pip, that one there goes to the inside, and that middle pip there where my thumb is drops into that slot on the piston, and that's what allows it to ratchet itself out. So that's the pads in, and that's the new wear sensor attached. So we can get the caliper on there now, and we'll get that plugged back in. Right then, that's the pads in, sensor wire put behind the bleed nipple there. I always put a cable tie on here. It's all tied up at the other end there. So I've had so many in the past where I've been to a breakdown with a brake wear warning light on, and it's because there's been too much slack on this lead here, and it's rubbed through on the wheel rim. So if you bring it round like that, cable tie on there, keep it short in here so there's no excess which is going to rub on the rim, then you'll have no bother. Right then, couple of pumps of the foot brake. We'll pump that side up first. The hand brake. Yep. All feels good. So that side is all done there now, so we can get the wheel on. Right then, that wheel is all done. Wheel nuts are all tight. Cap's back on. Let's get round the other side and tackle this side that's got the brakes that have gone metal to metal. Okay, so that's the wheel off on the driver's side, so I'm just busy undoing this last carrier bolt, and then we can get that, there we go, carrier off, and there you can see metal to metal, nothing left of that pad. Okay, so let's get this pad out, and there you go. Absolutely buggered. And you see these clips? That top one's missing. It's missing a clip. But luckily I carry them in my van, so I'll be able to put a new clip in there, or a set of clips. You see the disc? Absolutely knackered. Right, let's get the carrier off and that disc off. Right then, so that's the offside disc off. Absolutely knackered. I've checked the caliper, that's good, everything's working on that. But if you look at the outside pad, it's got loads of meat on it, and the caliper sliders are C-solid. So that's what's caused that. It's just been braking on the inner pad, it hasn't been able to compensate. So yeah, we'll have to free that off. Right then, so I've tried freeing these sliders off. I've even warmed this one up and it's snapped off. Absolutely C-solid. So I'll have to travel back down and get a new carrier. Right, that's the offside new disc on. So I'm going to get the piston wound back, and then I can get all my gear away and go and collect the carrier. Okay, so that's the piston all wound back on this side. Discs all on, so I'm going to put the gear away and go and pick up the carrier. Look at that little bugger. Absolutely C-solid. I gave it a chance and I even warmed it up, but 9 times out of 10 I can get them freed off, but bloody hell, that one's C-solid. Look what it's done to the pad. So yeah, let's get the gear away. Right then, we're at Parts Plus in Follingsby. So yeah, let's get this carrier. And that's the new part. Beautiful. 94. fitted. And that's the new carrier back on. Right, get the wheel on. It's him all done, and he's on his way. Another happy customer at Kent's Jobs. Right then, that's the gear oil, the diff oil all checked in the rear axle. Carrier's all on, job done. All he's got to do is load his gear in and head on up the road. So yeah, job's all done. I just thought I'd pull in the lay-by here on the A1 and show you the North Sea there. Beautiful, what a day. There's a little small holding down there with an old JCB there by the look of it, so yeah. But yeah, isn't that beautiful? Right, let's get back and see what else there is to do. Yep, good job that. Everything done, and another happy customer on his way. So yep, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again with another Kent's Jobs.